I assure you guys will get frogs. Now really, 100%, let's go. We climbed through the jungle and we went there and like bunch of frogs.
How many frogs were there?
Many. We caught around like 30 kilos. And there's still many more. But I said, okay, just leave it.
How did you catch them? Did you use a net?
You
just grabbed them?
Yeah. Officially, I'm Rengma, but still my bloodline goes to the Angamis. When I say I'm Angamis, many people will say, hey, you don't want to be Angami. It's so racist. Such a small band of tribes and we're fighting among each other. Tribalism is there. If we speak about one tribe, the other tribe will be against another tribe. That is one of the reasons we're not going further.
I'm here with the Roving Naga Alo Kemp. I was talking to my friends and family about you. It's basically solo. He takes a camera with him and he documents himself like surviving out in the jungle. He's basically the Naga man versus wild, like pretty much. Mm-hmm. When I watch some of your videos, it gives me that sense of adventure, right? I'm just like, I need to get off my ass and start being productive. We look at people like you who are like sleeping under heavy downpour of rain with like a couple of banana leaves just like guarding you from the rain. I'm like, holy crap, how does this guy do it?
My father was a hunter, my grandfather was a hunter. So this line comes up to me as well. So I should be a hunter, right? Since hunting have been banned and we don't allow hunting anymore.
Do you think that because they banned hunting and stuff like that, do you think that makes us lose a little bit of our roots with our tradition? Because our forefathers, they were hunting all the time.
Yeah, with the population, we must ban because this rampant hunting is going on in Nagaland as well. Like a lot of places, in Kohima, if we talk about Kohima, there's no wild animal anymore in Kohima. Nothing.
There's a reason why in Konoma, they've completely sectioned off places called virgin lands. You're not even allowed to, it's a restricted zone. You can't even go inside.
Yeah.
When you go into one of your explorations or survivals, what's sort of the mental preparation that you do going into it?
I have to be like happy, like I don't have to go around like being sad, like thinking about other things. When I go to the jungle, I must be happy. That is the only thing which I carry around with me. I can't be crying in the jungle. The jungle is the only thing which makes me happy. And when I go to the jungle, that is the moment where I feel like I'm living.
Any survival scenario, you don't get a second chance. You make a mistake, boom, you're done.
Gone.
But someone like you who's grown up in it, you know which food to eat, what plants to eat, what insects to eat. Has that like helped you to sort of navigate throughout your whole survival journey?
Yeah, that has helped me a lot. When I was young, my father used to take me hunting and he will teach me like, son, you can eat these things, you can't eat these things. I haven't read any books on survival. For me, it might be for others, but my survival book is my dad, who has been a hunter. And he is still a hunter. He's very old right now. He stopped hunting, but the instinct still runs through like that.
I was like watching you just grab like bugs off the trees. You pick some like specific bug. I think it was a stink bug. And you're like, this is probably one of my favorite bugs to eat.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, why is that? Is like the texture? Is it the aftertaste? What about it?
The aroma, like when I say this, my friends will say, ew. When you go to the jungle and you see all the bugs and all, you might find it creepy and you might find it like these are bizarre. For me, those things are food for me. So things are protein for me.
You eat almost everything because it's survival. You can't be picky about what you eat. Let's be honest. If you're a vegan and you're out there, like you're going to die.
Yeah, sure.
Out of all the food that you've eaten, any food you're like, I'm not going to eat that.
That is dog. People say like, you are eating all these bugs and all, you must like this grace for the dog meat and all now. Exactly. But I say like, no, I don't eat dog meat.
What do you think about like the ban on dog meat? Do you think that should be something that...
No, that should not be necessary.
It shouldn't be a ban.
Why they are always banned? They're trying to ban all these things. Dog meat and all. Like this has been part of our tradition, this part of our roots, our food, this moral policing and all. Like dog is not good, dog, you shouldn't eat dog meat and all. No? Before I used to eat dogs a lot. Like I'll tell you one story, okay? Like when I was young, like that rowdy type, we used to go around Kohima town with these sticks and all. Those days, like we will be hunting around with these sticks and all. Like I've killed many dogs, street dogs as well. I have done those things as well. But I had a dog. His name is Yuki. Yeah. So he's a golden retriever, and he was like very close to me. After that, I stopped eating dog meat.
Once you got that connection.
Yeah, that thing, like the bond.
When you look around, like all these, adventures that you've had, what sort of enticed you to start the YouTube channel?
YouTube channel, this thing was surprising for me. Okay, I didn't Think that I even thought that I will be coming this long. What made it start was Ken's vlog, the famous mukbanger, our Ken's vlog. Like,
Our pride and joy.
yeah, he's my friend and he is my childhood friend.
What, really?
Yeah, he called me up. It was after the pandemic. Okay, right after the pandemic, he called me up and he said to me that like, why don't we go to jungle and like spend some time there? It's playing boring at home. So I said, yeah, we can go. And like, I took my phone, this smartphone, okay, took it and like we just do the vlogging thing. It was very new thing for me. It was an old thing for him because he has a channel and he is growing quite well. So after that, we went to the jungle and then I make all those videos, okay, and I came home and I uploaded it in YouTube and it went very well and the response was very good.
Right, because your first video was with
Ken's vlog.
because it's got like 100K views.
Yeah, very
It went viral.
I uploaded another video and it went good as well. So after that, I start continue doing all these things, and I don't like, why don't I make these survival kind of videos, because it's very rare. I have the knowledge to survive in the jungle for my parents, you know.
Right.
My father was a hunter, and I've been hunting a lot, and I know all the survival skills, which plants to eat, which insects to eat. So I don't share with my brothers and sisters. Why don't I share my experience with them and my knowledge with them? So I started this journey through like this YouTube. Based on that thing only. Okay,
So it just came out of you.
like nothing like I seen like Man versus Wild, I'll start Man versus Wild. Nothing like that. Many people think like okay, this guy like he imitating like this Bear Grylls and all, but that's nothing like that.
Bear Grylls is more over dramatic, I think. Jumping the jungle rope over a river.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's he do unnecessary things as well, but still then he's a legend, you know,
He's a SAS, legit hardcore people.
trained to be like that.
They're the same caliber as the Navy SEALs. Out of what, like 1,000 people that apply, only 5, 6 go through? You have to have like a hard mentality to get through that.
He has like this every knowledge of these plants, animal. Like if you catch one and say, what is this? He'll say, oh, okay, this. He'll say the whole history about that.
He's not picky about what he eats.
No,
He eats everything.
He eats
He eats like cow dung. Whatever he can get protein, that's what he eats.
He has a very strong stomach, you know.
Someone like you have to have a strong stomach, right?
No, I can't do that. All these things like eating dungs and all.
I've seen you eat like Raja Chishi like 5, 6.
Yeah, those chilies are my favorite. I can't eat like a bowl of rice without chili.
And you even make it out in the wild too. I saw you like cut open like a melon or a pumpkin.
Yeah.
And then like you put rice in there, the pork,
yeah.
bamboo shoot, all these spices, and then you cooked it
Yeah.
over like a fire.
Those are my own invention. I thought like maybe it will be cool to cook that way, you know, like
And you're there by yourself.
most of the places my family doesn't allow me to go. They say that it's too dangerous for you. Please, you don't have to go there. Please, you can go to that side, this side, everywhere, but don't go there. But I never listened to them.
For you to go to like the deepest part of the jungles, have you ever like met a situation you're like, crap, I don't know.
Once I was sleeping in the jungle alone, and I was building this camp, the basic thing.
With the bamboo.
Yeah, bamboo and all this shit, you know, like so I was doing all those things, and like it suddenly started raining. I was putting all these banana leaves,
Okay.
but it won't stop because it was raining very heavily. The whole night I was just sitting like this, okay, till morning. And that was one of the worst experience which I ever faced.
How did you not get sick?
I get sick, man. Last year I got sick, and the day before last year I got sick because of all these adventurous things.
Well, I would imagine the monsoon season being the worst time.
It's hell.
Not even just because of the bugs or the insects, but the fact that the rain is crazy and the winds are just as bad because now you have rain and wind coming at you from all directions.
We shouldn't forget about the humidity as well.
Right. And imagine trying to make fire out of the humidity and rain.
It's like hell, you know, you're living in hell.
So in those type of situations where you're faced with that, do you just have to say, okay, I can't make fire. I can't really make food right now. Do I just bundle up and wait for the rain to go?
Yeah, that is the only thing
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how without the comforts of our home, without food being prepared for us, and when we're thrown out in the wilderness, we only have us to depend on. We don't have anyone else.
Exactly.
So how does that fortify your brain mentally when it comes to like the isolation?
Somehow I have to get through all those things because it's about being surviving alone in the jungle, and I have to teach other. You know, the main thing is that it's the motivation. You know, 50,000-60,000 subscribers. These viewers of mine, they have been very loyal to me as well. I love what they comment in my video. These are things which keeps me going. And like in the jungle, don't think much.
Just react.
Yeah, just do what is right for you. You just have to act right. You just have to do the right thing. You don't have to panic or just overthink and all those things, like think about all those demons and all. No.
Sometimes less is more.
Yeah, the more you think, the more it will get into your head and it will kill you.
That's what happens to a lot of us. We overthink and then we end up not doing anything. Like we get paralyzed.
Exactly.
I remember you saying that at the end of the day, you're just a simple man. You don't want to be as rich as, Jeff Bezos. At the end of the day, you're just a young, simple Naga guy.
To go after this money, I'll have chosen another profession. I have that feeling, like to do something. Even if I go one day from this world, people will remember me from my work. It's not like I want to be rich. I want to have big mansion and these fancy cars and everything. One day I'll have my own family, but they will find their own way. I don't have to. Maybe I have to do something for them as well. But see, I don't have to do all these things for money. I'm only living once, so I will make every day count. Every second of my life counts. So I will live it my way, and I'll do what I love. Say these are the things which I love to do, like roaming in the jungle, doing all this natural thing, farming.
Well, that's one of the things, right? We always hear the stories. People who chase after money, they're never happy. If you chase after legacy, if you chase after something you can leave behind, like you just said, for not just your children, but for people to look back on. My children, let's say, see some of your videos, they'd be like, wow, his forefathers used to live like this, or his ancestors used to live like this. Like he's preserving the heritage.
We Nagas are very, very unique people. We don't have to imitate others as well. We have our own tradition, our own thing. I don't think we have to imitate those Westerners or anything Asian countries. We have our own unique identity, and we are still maintaining all those things. And I believe we should do more, preserving our culture, preserving our this heritage.
Do you think like modern technology, you have social media, has made us lose a little bit of our touch?
Very much. We're imitating everything what Western people do. What we have lost is our tradition. The main thing is our tradition. Because of social media, we're showing off in Instagram, like how we are living, these many things, like with the cars, the fancy restaurants and all. I'm not saying that you shouldn't show it. We should show it, but still then, show more about your culture, about your identity. What is your culture? What is your identity? Show more about that. You don't have to go to all those things and like do what the Westerners are doing. They are there because that is a culture. That is a culture. They are doing that because they have been there for 1,000 years.
The flexing culture.
Yeah. But we are not like that. We are warriors. We used to cut heads.
We used to collect so many heads on our belts and we'd walk around with that.
And then see, our forefathers, they will go around barefoot to the jungle. They will climb mountains and do every kind of this fucking shit. They will cut the heads of these. I heard one story where these tea farmers in Assam, they were horrified, because our war is going there and like cutting all the heads of the tea farm workers and all these things. So it's, when we talk about those things, it's it's horrific right now if you think about. But that was our culture. I am not saying that we should practice those things again, but at least live like a man. Being like a YouTube content creator like me, most younger people don't acknowledge me a lot, okay? Because I say all those things, like don't behave like that, like this, and they'll say, oh, he's just like my father. Even my cousins and nieces, they won't come in front of me because I always scold them. Hey, at least go to Ivina. Why don't you visit us and like visit your grandma and all these things? What is your culture? What you're doing? You don't even know the folk stories, folk songs. At least go to your grandfather and learn something. Go to the field at least once in a year. Learn how they are providing this rice for us. Wow, the rice is coming in your plate. These things are, like most of the people won't say all these things, but person like me, there are many people like me as well who are interested in all these things. But we should encourage agriculture, hunting as well, but not in the sense we go around with guns and shooting all the birds and even, but they practice, there is a man-animal conflict in Nagaland as well. It's not like we don't have. Even in our village, we have this man-animal conflict because we have a very, very big biodiversity wildlife reserve forest, okay? So all these animals, they stack. Yeah, stack. We call it sambar deer. So somebody they will come and they will destroy all the crops. But these people, they are only living for those things, like the crops and these things. Me and for you, we have these our parents to look after us. They've got government employees, they will get monthly salary. But for some farmers, it's not possible. If the crops got destroyed, then they will have nothing to eat. They will just survive on, I don't know how they will survive. Maybe they go to, they call it hajra, daily wage. Like we have to know all these things before like making any law. If those animals are eating your crops, we have every right to shoot them or to kill them if they are destroying our food. See, these things are common thing only. We have to understand, right?
The modern mind is like, they see that as like, oh, you're killing a deer. Oh, you're killing this.
No, even simple insects, the crab. Why are you killing all these crabs? Innocent crabs. These vegans.
I remember in the States, I went like hunting with my dad, and we would like stay in one position for like, hours with a .22 rifle, which, let's be honest, it's not going to kill anything. And as a kid, I thought this was like the most boringest shit ever.
Being a hunter, we have to wait for hours for the animals to come. All these mosquitoes were hovering around. You can't move. You can't even move like this. If you move like this, then gone. Boom. You don't have to wait anymore. You just go home. These days we have these modern guns and all. Before our forefathers, they don't have anything. Basically, they are farmers and they're hunters. They will just hold the spear like this. They will just wait in position for hours. We don't rear much as well. Cattle, we rear these cattle and pigs, I guess.
Mithun, right?
Mithun. A lot of mithuns and these cows. Everyone is not that privileged to maintain all those things, cows, the rich one. But the one who don't have all this privilege, they will just wait around on the spear, like for the meat. They don't go to the supermarket to buy all this meat. They'll just wait for with the spear, and when the animal come, you'll get it. If you don't get it, then go home. Those people who are living in it, this village, the remote village, they're hardcore people, man. Full of this nothing, full of these only bones, and they are so. I went to that place, Longland. I saw this guy, walking with this much sack. It was like, I guess it weighed more than 60 to 70 kg of sack, and he was so bony. And I told him, see how this guy managing to walk like this. He said, he's used to. He can do more. He can even carry more.
What was he carrying?
We go to the rice mill. We say rice mill. Yeah, we remove the husks from the rice, and after that that's how rice is produced, right? After that, rice comes.
So he was carrying like 50, 60 kgs of this stuff.
60 kilo of this rice, and he was like very swiftly, okay, ahead of us. The slope was like this much steep, okay. And it was just, out here we have a very good diet. We can go to the market and we can go to fish, chicken, and salad and everything. But for them, it's limited. They can have all the thing which they can like find or produce. It's very remote. So these guys are basically, they're eating yam and rice only.
Like once a week they would eat meat, or
once a week. I guess they don't want to kill the chicken every day. 1 week, one chicken is their protein for the whole month.
For the whole month?
No, for the whole week. It forces people to eat all those kind of bugs, worms. So these are all part of the survival thing. If I say that I don't have meat, that's why I'm eating all these bugs, that will be a very big lie, because I live in Kohima and nearby this Kohima only. But for them, for people like our ancestors, it was survival thing for them. I remember my brother telling me that why these our younger generation, the generation after Operation Nagaland, they are short, like very thin. Why?
We didn't have a balanced diet.
No, nothing. No, everything was destroyed. It affects our generation as well.
The stunted growth. I used to look at pictures where I remember someone answered has like this big stomach, right?
Yeah, big stomach and like small hands.
Because they were only eating carbohydrates. Like they were only just eating like rice or
nothing.
No vegetables, nothing like that. Whatever they could find, like you said.
Yeah, that's how we learn to survive. And I think Nagas are one of the hardcore survivors in the jungle. I think they are one of the best survivors in the jungle. And when it comes to our jungle, it's very hard to survive. You can't even go in the jungle and sleep at this time at the monsoon. You'll die. If you don't have the proper knowledge of the jungle, right. You go to the jungle, you'll die. It's not like you'll find food everywhere. You find these supermarket groceries and all everywhere. You have to eat to survive. You have to eat anything. And I seen a lot of comments regarding my survival thing. Like they will say, "Hey, why you are eating these things? You don't have to eat them." But just see the caption of my video. What it says? It says survival. Survive, we have to eat everything. So I'm doing the survival. It's not like every day at my house there will be worms. I'm eating worms and everything.
It's the reality of the situation.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
in the jungle. You don't have akuni pork or like chicken curry.
I'm teaching others to survive. How can I bring home like take a kuni with me to the jungle? And sometimes I take pork and everything like just for the fun, just for the camping purpose. But if it comes to survival videos, whatever you can eat, what worms or whatever insects you can eat, those are the things which matters, to survive. Those are the proteins. Those are the life-saving foods. So I'm teaching all those things, but people get confused. They will say, "Hey, bro, don't eat that."
They get confused with reality and what they want to see on TV.
Yeah.
And you don't bring a lot of equipment. You have maybe like a dao, a machete,
Yeah.
and then maybe like your flint.
My flint, my matchbox,
What do you think if you had to choose just one piece of equipment that you would take out?
machete.
100% machete.
Machete.
Why is that?
Machete. With machete, I can do anything, right? I can make my own camp. I can start a fire. There are a lot of fire making technique as well. If you know the right thing, you can start it. If I were lost in the jungle, if I were to choose between shoes and machete, I'll choose the shoe.
Why is that? To keep it
Yeah, to
dry?
keep it going. No, I heard that Pablo Escobar, he once said that shoes very important. It's more than important than gun. Plus, you have to run always,
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that also when I watch your survival vlogs is adaptability.
Exactly.
One of the main rules of survival. And I saw that like you picked up an iron rod from the river and then you hammered it down, you chiseled it, and then you made it into like a makeshift harpoon
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Using things, using your intuition, using your creativity. How important do you think that is when you're out there?
It is very important actually. In the jungle, if you don't know the right thing, everything is a tool for you. Even the thorns, the rocks. If you know the right thing to do, then everything is there in the jungle. Your food, your shelter, your clothes.
What do you think is different about surviving in a Naga jungle versus just like a regular jungle? Like, what are the challenges? Is it the altitude that we have here? Is it the slopes?
The Naga jungle is very dangerous. These during the World War II, the Britishers were fed up with this jungle. Even during the Indian Army operation, many died because of the jungle condition only.
It's because they're so thick, they're so dense.
Very dense and very dangerous. You can find every kind of insects, deadly insects. You can find deadly plants. There's one plant called in Nepali we call it sisnu, and in I think we call it stinging nettle.
Sting nettle.
Yeah, and there is a plant similar to that. So when you touch that plant, you won't feel the pain immediately.
You just have to touch it.
Yeah, if you touch it, come in contact with your skin, you won't feel the pain immediately. But after some few minutes, if you touch water or anything now, you will feel so much pain that you will cry. I'll tell you one story. One of my cousin brother, he went to this the field after doing this number 2.
Okay.
He unknowingly rubbed that leaf with his these things, his ass, and after that
It was on fire.
he was in agony.
And how long does the pain last for?
It lasts for a day or 2, and it's very painful. And when you touch water, you'll feel more pain.
Why is that? That's
I don't know,
interesting.
there's some kind of chemical reaction, very smooth, big, it looks like they're good for
Good for wiping.
Yeah, cleaning all these things.
I was like watching another one of your videos, and then like you saw a sambar deer. You also saw a black bear,
Yeah.
but you couldn't catch it on camera.
No, I was after them. It was crazy day. That was a very crazy day for me.
Tell me about that.
In the morning, I went and I built this thing, the tree house. We call it machan.
Machan.
Yeah. So I built that thing to sleep there. Came back again next day. I saw the deer.
Okay.
I saw the somebody, and he was like looking at me like this. So we were just staring at each other. Okay, I was like, I hope I have a gun. No, it'll be a good meal.
You're lucky.
Yeah, damn lucky. I was thinking. Then after that, he ran off, and I came back. I went further into the jungle, and there was this big black mama bear. She was with her cub.
She was with her cubs. Even more dangerous.
I got 2 cubs, and they were like, and like, okay. My camera was inside. I trying to find my camera, and then he went away further in the jungle, and I was slowly after them. I was crawling after them, but I couldn't catch up them because I think they know that I was there.
Right. Because their hearing is so good.
They have these things.
Even these deers, they can hear from like a kilometer away. Are these deers and the black bear, are they very common in that region?
Very much. Because, see, we have these animals. We've got bears, leopards.
You have leopards.
And this, what we call that? I forgot this. Pangolins, pangolins,
Bengalins.
pangolins.
What is that?
It have like this. Its body is like covered with the scalps. Okay, and the scalps is very very thick. Even if you shoot at it, the bullet won't go inside. In shooting directly, that's why shoot it from the backside, because its scalps is like this. Bullets will go inside the scalp.
So there's that opening.
Yeah,
there.
there's an
Okay.
opening.
Kind of weird, right? How when you call a black bear, it's almost a misrepresentation. Because if you compare how we named these bears, a black bear versus a brown bear, you would assume that a black bear is more dangerous. A brown bear is much more dangerous. It's much bigger and it's more territorial.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why the state of California in the U.S. They started killing all the bears, specifically the
Grizzly.
You're right, the brown bears, the grizzly bears. They started killing all of them because they would jump into people's homes, they would kill the people, they would kill their pets, and they would take their trash and just throw it out everywhere. What's even more funny or ironic is that the state animal of California is the grizzly bear. But when you go there, you won't see any.
See, these people know how to control all these things. Like I believe in Nagaland, if we are protecting something, we should also know how to control their population. They have pest control, but we don't have such things to program like that in Nagaland. So if you come to the town and all, it's a different case. But if you go further into the deeper inside the Nagaland forest, Nagaland villages, you will see that there is a man-animal conflict.
Well, that was one of the things that in the village of, the name escapes me, but that was one of the problems that they were having with some of the animals there, because they were just destroying so much of the livestock. They were killing like their crops. They just had nothing. That's one of the things with bears specifically, that if once it tastes human meat, you have to kill it, because now it's going to actively hunt humans. And it's sort of the same thing here. You need to have pest control with some of these things, because now when they taste whatever that you're putting out,
It's easy for them.
they're just going to keep coming back.
Yeah. It's about many animals. It's about the squirrels and everything, the birds and everything. We have to keep control. So I think the government should also maintain the thing, that they have to control the pests as well.
100%. When you're out there, of course from your dad as well, but from your real life experiences when you're out there, what have you kept with you? You said at the beginning that you have to be happy. You try to keep a positive attitude.
Go to the top of the mountain, I whistle. It's not like you go to the jungle, you find everything scary. These jungles, it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. True beauty is inside the jungle, I would say. There are flowers, there are so many insects which you haven't seen before. Those are things you find each and every day. Like each and every altitude has each and every different kind of vegetation,
Really?
Yeah. The lower altitude, they've got different vegetation. If you go higher, you'll find different birds, different animals. So these jungles, it's very captivating. So what keep me going is that the beauty of the jungle only. Each and every time I go to the jungle, I got to see something new, something different. It's not like I go to the jungle every day and I will do the same shit every day. I do things different as well. Sometimes I try fishing, sometimes I do traps, I'm very bad at the fishing, but I get a lot of animals with these traps.
I saw one, I don't know if it was a trap, but I saw one where it was you and your friends and you caught like a stick, right? And there was like frogs. They just like stuck there. How did you get that to work?
I'll tell you the story, okay? That day we went to the river and we went fishing. As soon as I go outside, I heard the frog, okay? It's like, okay, the sound. And I remember that frog must be laying eggs there. I remember because these are what my parents told me, I told them, there is a frog there, we should go. Now really, 100%, let's go. I assure you guys will get frogs. We climbed through the jungle and we went there and like that bunch of frogs.
How many frogs were there?
Many. We caught around like 30 kilos. And there are still many more. But I said, okay, just leave it.
How did you catch them? Did you use a net or did you... You just grabbed them?
Yeah, grab them. And then the snakes were there as well. See, where there is frog, there is snakes. So the snakes they will just chop and they'll just... I'm sorry. We'll just catch the frog. Just pull up the guts. And you just boil it with some bamboo shoot and Naga king chili.
You're not very picky about what you eat.
No, I'm not very picky. I love the worm.
I remember you saying that it tastes like butter.
Yeah, just like butter. Cheese, It's not like everyone can go and do survival and eat what I can eat.
Living out in the jungle and eating the food there, I would think that's a great way to keep you fit.
How fat I am. The more fatter are you, Nagas will say, bhala. The more thinner I say, bat na khai. So these are the things.
There's also something primal about cooking the food that you catch. It almost tastes like 100 times better.
Very much. If you go to some people like who don't hunt, they won't understand the excitement, the thing. They'll say, why kill a poor animal? But that is food for us, that is survival for us, still it's delicacy for us. I won't say no to a deer meat, I won't say no to a worm. Even if you bring me all the goodies from this KFC or anything, where the famous places in fast food, like the junk foods, I will say no, I will rather have this worm.
There was a story that happened a couple weeks ago about Mount Everest. A couple of Norwegian trekkers, a group of 7 of them, they trekked up Mount Everest, went to the peak, they came back down, and only 6 of them came back. So the news reporters and the media said, "What happened? There's only 6 of you. Where's the other one?" And they were criticizing them because they had left their friend up there. They didn't understand that if they had stopped and helped him, all 7 of them would be dead. They had to make that choice. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, these are sorts of realities. When I watch your videos, I'm like, it's fun and games when I'm sitting back in my chair and I'm watching on my phone. But when you're there, it's a completely different story.
Me, I'm going with my dao in this little matchbox. That makes a difference. But Bear Grylls has a very great knowledge about the jungles. He has a very athletic body, He can climb, he can do all the stuff, crazy stuff. I remember him crossing the river with a rope. Those things we can't do. He has got a different, the different blood, I guess.
Like the dog grind. Just bite down and they say, "I'm going to do it."
I would rather say he's a stunt man.
No, definitely not.
Stunt man.
I wouldn't even say that. It's discrediting him. He's much more than a stuntman. Like,
Yeah.
Like Jackie Chan. If you call Jackie Chan a stuntman, you're crazy.
Exactly.
So other than when you go out and you film, is there any place that you would want to visit for your next?
Yeah. But I want to go to this place, this Amazon forest. I want to go to the Sahara Desert. I want to be with this Hasda or this tribe from Africa. Most scariest jungle, the deepest jungle. I want to go to Mount Everest. I want to go to Siberia. I want to feel how people are living there. I want to go to this Mongolia. They will roam around with their cattle and everything.
And they would set up their camp within like a couple hours, bring it back down, and then just leave
everything.
again.
Boom, and they'll just kill one cattle, and then I want to go to the tent and I want to have a dinner with them. I'll say, "Hey, you guys are my ancestors, Genghis Khan." And
there's some crazy stat that Genghis Khan conquered so much of the world that 13% of the population is direct linked to him.
If I check my DNA, I guess I'll be linked to him as well. There's one place I want to visit. Those people, I think they're very similar to Nagas, and I believe they are our brothers. Laos,
Interesting.
and Vietnam.
In Vietnam.
Yeah, that is the 2 places which I want to visit. But I don't have right now. I can't do it because we have to make preparation for all those things. Yeah. So, but still, I have a dream to go there. Maybe one day I'll go there, and I'll go there. Not maybe, I'll go there if I'm alive. Laos, they're carrying guns and making videos. They're going in the jungle and they're hunting and making videos. See how much similar the culture is with us. They're just like us, and they'll cook the rice. They'll carry in this banana flour and they carry it in the bag. Yeah, I've seen the videos many times. Those things are the things which I want to do with them. Maybe I'll go along with them and maybe I get to shoot one animal.
Isn't that quite interesting? Like, Nagaland is like basically a small dot.
Very small.
And you see similarities between the cultures with Laos or Vietnam.
We Nagas are in many places. I went to this place in the Arunachal Pradesh. There's a very big Naga district out there. It's called Longding.
Really?
Yeah, Longding. There's Wangcho, the Nokte. Those are the Nagas there. And we get to see the Nagas in Manipur as well. It's Zhelangrong. I've been to this Manipur Zhelangrong place. I think it's in Tamenglong. So there is no road connectivity or anything like that, okay? And not even an electricity there. I went to Burma as well. I went there with the bike. It was a very good experience for me. I got to see the Nagas there.
Did you see any differences?
Very different. Like back in 50, 60 years, we were living there. They're just living their life right now. They're not even wearing these slippers and all. They're just
barefoot.
Yeah, just the children are running around. We don't see any children barefoot around here anymore. No, when I was a kid, I had a couple of times when I lost my slippers and I was afraid to tell my dad and mom, I'll just go around with barefoot. But it's not like that anymore. Right. Our kids won't be doing that. They were just so curious with the camera and the drone and everything. They was like, what is happening?
Right. To them, it's like alien.
Yeah. So I'm talking with them in Nagamis. They can understand Nagamis. I'm talking with them in Hindi. They can even Hindi. And I'm talking with them English, they won't understand. I was like, what language I want to talk with them?
It's
like
like
what
sign
dialect?
language.
Yeah, I was like, I'm coming there. And like, uh, yeah,
Right,
got
right.
beer, and took out some couple of beer. I bought them with $150 from there. The Burma beer.
How was it?
I mean, it was fantastic. It's awesome.
Did you see any like similarities between the languages as well?
Yeah, very much. They are the first Naga. So in general, Nagas are there in many places in the Philippines as well.
Really?
Yeah, they're in Philippines as well. They call themselves Nagas.
It seems like our roots are connected like to almost every
Yeah.
corner.
Huh.
You are half Angami and half Rengma, right?
Yeah, like when I say I'm Angami, many people say, "Hey, you don't want to be Angami." See,
Really?
yeah, so racist tribalism is there. My grandfather name is Tafarile. Tafarile is like the Angami name, right? He was the first teacher in our area. He brought education to Senanyi village and all the surrounding villages. Okay, yeah, he was from Nerharma village.
Oh, that's where my dad's from. That's where we're from, Nirma.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's from Chadi clan. My father, dad was Riatsa, and his dad was Mengulu. Nah, Menghulu. So that's the Angami name, right? Both the side are Angami. Fortunately, we got to stay in Senanyu village because both my grandfather got married with this Rengma lady. Both the parties settled in Senanyu village. My blood is somehow linked with them because my grandfather is from Angami village. And if I say that I'm not Angami, then they'll be crying.
They would be cursing you in their grave. Yeah.
How in the hell you are saying that you are not Angami? Your bloodline is from Angami. But still, then I love Rengma people. Rengma people are peace-loving people, and I'm proud to be from Sendanyu village. Right now, I'm a Sendanyu citizen. Okay, even my dad. He is using the title the camp. Officially, I'm Rengma, but still my bloodline goes to the Angamis. See, I don't like people treating me like based on my tribe. If you're Angami, they will treat you different. If you're Rengma, they will treat you different. If you're Sema, they will treat you different. I don't think we Nagas should live like that. If you're a Naga, then you're a Naga. Before being a Angami or a Rengma, you're a Naga first. My YouTube channel name is not Roving Angami. It's not the Roving Rengma. It's the Roving Naga. So I would rather be recognized as a Naga rather than be recognized as a particular tribe. That is one of the reasons we're not going further. Such a small band of tribes and we're fighting among each other. Tribalism is there. If we speak about one tribe, the other tribe will be against another tribe. I don't want to go doing all those shit bad things, good respected like life around. I just want to live this life which I'm dreaming, and I'm doing the things which I love right now. I'm very happy that I'm growing, but somewhere I'm sad that I'm not live the life which my parents have expected me to live. I believe one day I'll make them proud. Maybe one day I'll make them proud, but these things still pinch me, like, oh man, you're not doing enough. If I make mom and dad proud, then I don't give a fuck about this whole world, man. Who cares? If they're happy that I'm doing well, then that's the happiest things which will happen to me if my mom and dad is proud of me. And I'm trying to make them proud as well through my work and doing all these things. Today also I came here I'm talking with you in English. It's not a very friendly language of mine. I don't speak that much English. Maybe I was working around a few years working around Bepio, doing all those accent things to these Americans and fooling them around. This is the reality which I'm facing right now. I'm not that good English, but I'm coming here so that I can get some experience, because maybe one day I'll be in another show with another person. Maybe I could speak better than today. And I drink a little bit before I came here. My friends were all in the car and they were just mixing this. Give me a pack. I want to have. Then no, you are going to there, right? No, I want to have. They say nakabide na jawi, kind of na jawi. Like, let me have that. It's just a normal conversation. Like, I'm not that much of talking person, I do most of the things without talking. I move around and do all these videos, Maybe sometimes I go to the video and I say something, but that is in Nagamis, which is a very, very friendly language to me, because
sure.
Yeah, actually dialect or language, I don't know. At first I thought maybe I'll just speak in Tingidi or Nagamis, but I think that guy is like podcasting in English. How can I do that? There are people in this Barabosti, this Kohima village, who can't speak Nagamis as well. Even my ex-girlfriend, she can't speak Nagamis properly. Then I have to teach him everything. These people, they're maintaining the language, their dialect. They're maintaining the dialect. They're honoring the dialect so much that they're not speaking even in Nagamis. They'll come down to town and they'll speak to the shopkeeper in Tingide. Shopkeeper will say, "What? what is happening. But most of the people, most of the shop vendors and all, they can understand Angami nowadays.
Even the non-locals are speaking.
Yeah,
these
they're
days,
speaking
right?
Tenyede and like so yeah. It's not only Tenyede, but we should respect our this dialect. When I was a kid, when we start speaking Nagamese, my father will come with a stick and like beat the hell of all of us. They will just talk. Who is the splend Manu here?
So he was also like very hardcore about his roots as
Yeah,
well.
very very hardcore, and moreover, he was this kind of guy who respect his culture, and he was always telling us all these folk stories. The Naga struggle for freedom and all. He knows the name, he knows the date, he knows what happened.
And he's constantly reminding you
Yeah,
and telling you.
that you are a Naga, you should live accordingly. My father has been a very big inspiration for me throughout this journey. And especially my mom, he has been helping with everything. Even these days, when I'm going to the jungle and when I'm tying in the bike, my bike, I used to carry everything. Okay, and say, hey, you forgot this. Okay, yeah, did you carry that? You carry this. Okay, she's like that. That's why I'm a product of theirs. That's why I became like this. Very much Nagamundu type. I'm living in a farm. I'm rearing pigs and I'm rearing cattle. I'm going to the field, and I have this YouTube channel which I'm running, and it's not like I can't do anything. I have been working in these multinational companies. I've been working there. I can go back and work, but this life is much better than that. I love this life, and I think I'll die like this, only living this life.
What you said at the beginning is either you chase money or you chase legacy.
Yeah.
And you've had both. You've had where you could have a stable job, security, you get money coming in, or you could live what is known as a simple life.
Yeah.
Rearing cattle, rearing animals, drinking with your friends, like
Cowboys, It's not like I drink every day or we have this stigma, we have this taboo where
you drink once, like people say you're a drunkard.
Yeah, and you drink and they will say that modu kama no during our ancestors times. See, they will just carry this big mug of rice beer with them. They'll go to the field, they will drink. Nobody said that to them that I'm proud of being a Christian, but with the Christian, this Christian community, many hypocrisy started. I will say something about this liquor prohibition act. Okay, I will say something about that. It's a very sensitive issue, but I'll just say, okay. See, they are banning all the good liquor to come inside Nagaland.
100%.
Okay, they're banning the good stuff and then allowing the bad stuff to come in, and where Nagas are drinking the bad stuff, and many are dying because
Right, the bootleg liquor.
Yeah,
The percentage of liquor, we have no idea what they're putting in there.
what is there? We don't have any idea.
There was a study that they made. There was like 60%
Yeah.
of like just toxicity in these bootleg alcohol.
Many of my friends died because of that only. So is this the good thing they are doing, or is this the bad thing they are doing? They should understand that whoever is trying to put this law in Nagaland. See, look at other states, look at outside, look at the world. Okay. See,
It didn't work in the US. It didn't work in the UK. What makes you think it's going to work in a small sector of the world?
and that also where drinking has been a tradition. Every tribe in Nagaland, they make their own wine. Suddenly these people, they can suddenly jump in and say, stop drinking wine, stop drinking alcohol. It's very bad. You'll go to hell. Like, many antisocial things are happening around us. Stop them. Stop the corrupted politicians. Stop all these things which is happening, or bad things which is happening, and there's all these anti-social elements which is happening around us. Why only liquor? Only drama, man. This is only drama. And then these people are carrying tons and tons. They're carrying full of trucks. They're coming to Nagaland and they're distributing this adulterated liquor.
We have no idea when these truckers come in and then we post them on the news like with their hands like cuffed like that. And then nothing is said about the alcohol afterwards.
Nothing will happen. I just bought a whiskey right now. Where did I get that whiskey from? I got that whiskey from Aminise. This whiskey I bought it from the shop, and the shop owner was Mia. It was like, he will say like that only. So these guys are earning money through these things, and we've been Christian. We're trying to stop these things, but hypocrisy is happening. There's a limit. It's fine now that they should open this wine. So let who wants to drink. Let who doesn't want to drink. If they remove this law, then there will be less drinkers. Because whatever people say, don't do this, we like doing it more. That is our nature. That is our nature. So I believe that if they remove this law, then I believe that there will be less drinker, and those who are drinking also, they will get it at a cheaper price, and they will get a good one, which will be more healthier for the health. Not this this thing which we are drinking right now, the elder one.
If we legalize it, there can be clinics for people who are suffering from liver disease. They can get that help.
Yeah,
Most of these people, by the time they go to the hospital, it's too late. Liver cirrhosis has taken over. At least once we legalize it, like you said, now it's sanctioned, now it's filtered, and there wouldn't be a black market. The government can actually make money.
They are building these syndicates, these black syndicates. They are building these mansions. They are building this palace-like house. They have got cars. They've got money. They have got laws in their pocket. And if I'm not wrong in that, okay, they have got laws in the pocket because see, all these things are happening because of bribing the officials they are bringing in. This is the only reason why they are not allowing the salt in Nagaland like legally.
Right. Because they're profiting off it.
Yeah, very much. Very funny thing, okay? They say during the hornbills, you can sell it, the alcohol, because it's meant for the tourists. But you can't sell it during art days here and there. So it's like very funny, right? The legal one, where they bring the legal one? I guess they have a seal. Now this is the legal one. This is the legal alcohol. You can sell it to the tourists who are coming from Norway, Germany, or anywhere. Outside there, we are drinking this. We say goramal. The alcohol which are meant for the horse. Very bad for you. 1 month you go drinking, your skin will become dark. As I said earlier, like drinking has been a part of our culture, and then we'll continue drinking only. So I just bring out this topic because I was thinking earlier as well when I was coming down. Maybe I should speak this point as well. You didn't ask me the question like about the liquor because I was thinking about it. And it's been with me and this liquor and this ILP thing and all. No? In Arunachal Pradesh, in Mizoram, they're just very strict with the ILP. Line permit, where these people from these other states cannot come freely in our end. That law has been implemented, but we're not checking those things properly. In Arunachal Pradesh, you have to go 2-3 times, 2-3 gates checking all these things. If you are in Itanagar, they will check the Itanagar gate. If you go to Longding, they will go to Longding. But in Nagaland, see, in Hindi we say na train bhar bhar ke aa raha hai. These people are coming in like the whole train is loaded by these people, and they are coming and they don't have ILP and anything. Okay,
They don't respect our culture either.
And one day they will destroy our culture. They will destroy our race.
Look at Dimapur right now.
It's like Miyapur.
It's not even Nagaland.
It's not like Nagaland. It's very different. They have controlled the economy because they've got these trades, and if we do something to them, they will stop the supply. And then we have to suffer again. These things we are facing because of what? Because of our parents. And one day we'll be angry at our parents because of this. And one day my children will be angry at me because I didn't stop it at my time. This Tripura, my friend, he's a pastor. One day he said, "Oh, my people are no more. They are more Bengalis. These people have taken control of everything. Even the chief minister, the minister, the law and everything has been controlled by them. And this tribal, they are just struggling to survive.
We let it happen.
Yeah, we let it happen. And my children will blame me. If you want to see the real Naga, you should come to Kohima, or you should go to this Eastern Naga site. Yeah, they are living there.
Or even your own village, in Simi village, right?
Yeah, they are living there in Kohima district. In Dimapur, I say that it's more like a city. It's more like a city. So it's the people are mixed up. They're out there, but still, the economy should be controlled by our people only. It shouldn't be controlled by the outsiders who are coming here to earn the livelihood. They came here to earn the livelihood, and they are controlling the economy and everything.
Maybe it's the fact that we love their money, we love the power.
When the foreigner first came into Nagaland, maybe the Britishers or anything, they bribe many of our elders. It won't be right as they will say, but it's a fake, okay? With rum and whiskey and kani, we call it kani. They control our people with these things, okay? So it's the same thing happening right now. We have got these dirty politicians who are controlling us, and then these everything has been corrupted. Everything has been corrupt. Everyone, I guess, most of the officials have been corrupted as well.
That's why nobody trusts the government anymore.
No, not money. You go to the Facebook, you go to any page, you paste one thing about the government, they will say tui. Tui means it's curse. If you say tui to your children, everyone is cursing them. Then how their life will be in future? How their children life? They should feel ashamed about what they are doing right now. They should see, even our road condition, even our infrastructure. It's horrible. The government of India is spending so much money on Nagaland as well. See the rich, they have got this mansion, they've got these properties, they've got this resort and everything in their name.
The roads that you came on here by, a couple months ago, they made that road.
See?
Look at it now. It's shit. There's like potholes everywhere.
Yeah.
Now they have to pay more money to remake it again because they couldn't hire the right contractors to make that road. They were hiring volunteers. If you did your job right the first time, me and my dad were making a bet. We said that we wouldn't last by winter. It's already fucked now.
No, it's gone. It's gone. I think it's only one month for one contractor. See how many people are suffering. How many vehicles have been damaged by these roads. This is why we're going backward, not going forward. I'm not only a survival instructor. I'm a Naga, as that blood. So I believe I have the right to say all these things. We should not be in our comfort zone. We should not say, "Eh, koi libi kami na yo." We should come out and we should speak more about all these things so that there could be a changes. No, there will be a changes among our friends, our brothers and sisters. There will be changes. I won't say rich society because many rich people are good as well. It doesn't mean that it's all black money. It's all because of black money. But most of the people who are coming from this politician family, they should also feel shy. They should also come forward to the parents and they'll say, "Hey, Baba, I do the." But instead they flaunt, the flex. And whenever I go outside in this VIP vehicle with all the escorts and everything, like with the guards and everything. Oh my gosh, why are you in a hurry? You are doing nothing. Oh my God, why you are even in a hurry?
Yeah, like, do you need to get your black money paycheck or something? Like,
seriously,
it takes them so long to do something. When it comes to Hornbill, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
A week, everything is set up
during ancient times. Now, these kings, these emperors, they create sports events and all to let people forget about the things which is happening around them, to control the crowd, to control the people. We should clearly know that this is happening. It's like the Hornbill Festival, just like this, so that we can clown, right? We people will think that we are doing very good.
Especially during Hornbill, that's when they'll repaint the roads.
Yeah.
Like the nice lights.
That is true, right? We see lipstick. They will just put lipstick on the road, like. They'll just paint it black and they'll just put some colors and they'll put up some decorations and we're happy that it's a very happy Hornbill Festival. We'll say that. No, we should celebrate Hornbill. It's not like we should, but at least before Hornbill Festival also we can do all those things, right? We can let every day be like Hornbill Festival.
Maybe one of the reasons why we're adding more Hornbill events. Now it's in Dimapur.
Hornbills everywhere. And these people, these tourists, they don't know anything. They're just coming during the festival. They will go back. And if anybody said anything, don't say a word.
When people who have someone like your platform, like you're pretty big, they would shut up. They don't want to talk about this because they don't want to hurt their brand image. It's a very sensitive issue. It's very sensitive, right?
Yeah, our mukbangers, they want to eat beef. They're thinking that they'll lose a subscriber because they're eating beef as well. They don't have the balls to eat beef. They're worried about the subscribers. This is the things which is going right now in Nagaland, and we're saying that we are Naga. Be proud of what you're eating. Be proud of what you're doing. Be natural. Be honest. Be hardworking. Live your life and let others live as well. Don't follow others. Do what you want. Be happy. And see, my mom, he is a very jolly person. She is always happy. Even my mom says like, "Apni ki khushi ke paina kuri kuri." Means do whatever you want. But go in a right track. Be honest, don't lie. Don't steal. Love one another, love your neighbors. Be respectful. Talk with elders. These are the values which my mom has given me and my dad has given me. It's not like I learned these things from media, social media only. These are the things which makes me a Naga, which makes me a man. Hunting, fishing, respecting elders, knowing the culture, following the culture, talking with my elders. People should respect me for what I am. I shouldn't lie. I shouldn't cheat. I shouldn't steal. But this is the thing. This is the culture which is not going in Nagaland right now. Everything has been messed up. And changes is you, me, everyone else, the youths. Come in front of the camera. Say something sometime. Say about your road. Say about your village road. Talk something about your whatever development is coming in your village and what is not going right in your village. You have to be like bold enough to speak out the truth. We are the next generation. If someone is elder than you, respect them. But don't let them fool you. Don't start in these arguments with them without any reason. But if they're fooling you, you should point out, you should say that this is not right, uncle, this is not right. You stop fooling others. You should not do this because this is not good for the village. This is not good for our community. This is not good for our tribe. This is not good for our Nagas. The most important thing is at the end of the day, you are a Naga, me a Naga. We are going to live together. Who is going to live happy? We are going to live happy if we speak out right now. Our family is going to be happy. Our children is going to be happy one day because of what we did now. If you don't do it right now, later on our children will say that. If somebody give you a lakhs rupees, you just shut up, keep quiet. Okay, so our children will say like this. So we have to speak out more and we have to talk more topics on these things so that there will be change in our society.
Hello.
It's a pleasure. Like I'm talking like I'm just going on, man. But I pray that like these videos will reach out to more people so that they could know the truth, like they could know what I'm thinking as well. Mostly in my videos, I don't have the freedom to say that much, but right now I can say that much because my content is kind of content, and I do mostly jungle vlogs. But right now I'm like I have a chance to speak, so I'm speaking like a parrot, like going on, going on. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for inviting me, and it's been a pleasure to be on the show, man.
This is my dad's office, man. This has been an amazing talk. It's been real. It's been unfiltered. I get to sit here with the Roving Naga with Alo Kempt. Thanks for being here, man.
Thank you so
honestly,
much, bro.
honestly.
Thanks for inviting.
Thanks, guys.